Welcome back, everybody, to the Sharpshooter Sports Talk. I am your humble and gracious host, Mr. Brinsky Sharp, on the ones, the twos, the threes, the fours, and the fives, and the six. Good to see everybody back in the house tonight, man. Y'all come on and jump on in, man. Y'all already know what time it is, man. We about to talk some college football up in here, man. Today, got a not as big as it was last week because of all the high power games. But
Yeah.
yeah, because they started off the season really hot, coming out hot for real. But clearly some teams won, some teams didn't. I know Tez team came out victorious. My Alabama Crimson Tide didn't. So I know he feel good about that. So
Feel great.
oh, I know you do. I bet you do,
Feeling
sir.
good, feeling great.
Oh yeah, man. So man, thank you everybody up in here, man. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. Please. Man, let me see who we got up in the house tonight, man. Cause I know we got the guys coming, but I forgot to introduce my dog. Of course, from SC season, the man with the master plan, the David Ruffin of podcasting,
Cut it out.
and Tuskegee native, a good brother from another. Yeah, I like that skiggy on there, man. I like that skiggy on there. My main
Appreciate it.
man, Tez.
Man, what's going on, man?
Nothing much, brother. Nothing much, man. Just good to see the people back up in here, man. We could talk some football, man. It's good to see everybody up in. Let me see who we got up in here. Of course, Kim. We got my girl Kim up in here. What's going on? What's going on? Got Sweet Home Alabama up in here. What's going on? Steven, what's going on, brother? Hey, man, everything is all good from early. I hope you didn't felt like I took anything personally at you, brother. Everything all good, dog. Everything all good. DSGB, what's going on with you, brother? What's going on, man? Good to see you. Herb and Raj, what's going on with y'all, man? Shout out to those brothers, man. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to everything that they doing over there, man. They doing big things. Petty FB Queen, what's going on? What's going on, man? Good to see y'all up in here. My main man, Jeff, what's going on? I see y'all up in here, man. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button, man. We up in this thing tonight. Man. Who else we got in here? Clint, what's going on, man? What's going on? BT, what's going on, man? What's going on, brother, man? Like I said, man, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button, man. We up in here. We talking all types of football tonight. But we're gonna talk about this AP poll. We still waiting on a couple of the guys, but they'll be here. So it ain't no big deal. So we're gonna talk about this AP poll to start it off, man.
True.
Man, got the AP poll, got Ohio State as the new number one team in the country, man. Who else we got up in here? Got Penn State, number 2, got LSU 3, Georgia 4, the U at 5. This is my first time really looking at it all day, folks. Swear to God. I'm sorry. It's literally my first time looking at it all day. So, man, it's dope. Alabama down there at 21. Man, any surprises on here that caught you off guard, dog?
Not really that caught me off guard. It's 10 SEC teams in the top 25. So to the people that doubt the conference, then you can kind of look at that and see what happened. I think the SEC went 13 and 2, I want to say, in week 1. So the conference is still strong as ever. I don't know. It's week 1 ranking, so you've got to put some of these teams. You got to slide some teams up. You got to slide some teams down. Georgia got the benefit of moving up because they didn't really play nobody. That's another thing.
Yeah.
A lot of these teams didn't play nobody. I think LSU could have been. I mean, I'm big on LSU. They beat the Clemson team that I think is very good.
Mm-hmm.
I think they could have been easily maybe number 2. I don't have no problem with Ohio State being number 1. Yeah, I mean, I think this is a pretty solid ranking just for week 1 for what we know so far.
Yeah, Texas ain't really dropped down that far. I think Arizona State got a real tough game in Mississippi State. It is just not an easy place to play. Then there's Arizona State coming to SEC country. Don't sleep on that game. That's one of I could possibly see as an upset this weekend at Arizona State and Mississippi State. Florida at 13. Man, that's crazy. Like a lot of these teams, I ain't gonna lie, man. Just off the first week, I've been so like stuck on Alabama and just trying to, move on. It's been a long day, folks. Sorry, but I'm in it, man. I'm in here with my people, man. I'm just happy to see everybody up in here. But Clemson at 8, that's a good one. Like you got the 7, 8, and 9 teams that lost this past weekend. They all right there by each other. South Carolina number 10. Josh Pate said they can be possibly the best offensive and defensive team in the country. Or he said the SEC. I think the SEC. I think he said SEC.
He said that before they played or after they played?
After they played.
That's interesting.
That is very interesting. And I thought that was a little too much, man. I thought that was a little overhyped, to be honest.
Yeah, but I don't know. They hadn't done nothing to prove to be that. I mean, what I saw from them, I definitely didn't see best offense in the SEC. Defense made plays. I mean, they might have the best defensive end in the SEC. And Smart Stewart, the way he played, but offense, I mean, they got sellers, but yeah, I got to see more before I say they're the best offense in the SEC.
Yeah, Mazio Bennett, Coach Godson, he one of those guys up there in South Carolina. Everybody need to watch out, but I feel like, man, they struggled a lot, really, with not South Carolina, with Virginia Tech in that game. That's why I thought it was a little. He was pushing that out there way, way too much. But of course, somebody else about to give his opinion on this topic. The man with the master plan, a good brother. Nah, I take that back. He's not a good brother. A great brother, a great friend. Alabama A&M running back and graduate. Our good brother, the most underrated person on these YouTube streets, Coach Shawn. What's going on, bro?
What's up, my broskis? I apologize for my tardiness.
You are good, brother.
I was still under the 6:30 umbrella.
See, I told you.
Yeah, he said that.
My fault, man.
That is on me, man. I said I would do it early. I thought I'd put the word out a lot sooner. So that one is on me. Trust me, it will always be 6 o'clock may be a good time. It just depends on people, but 6:30 will be the time until further notice. But 6 o'clock.
I can do either one. I might have looked over it, man. My fault.
Oh no, man. It's all good, man. Shout out to KB as in the chat, man. I meant to say something. Katrina, appreciate y'all being up in here. Who else up in here? Miss Susan, good to see you. Who else up in here? They telling the good old people telling you what's good, Coach Shawn. What's good,
up, Steven? How y'all doing, man? Sweet home. What's up, my brother? How you doing? Man. Good to see you, bro.
Y'all tell a friend, come on over, man. We over here. We talking college football tonight, man. We talking college football. Hopefully we have some more friends come on in and talk with us. But man, we just talking about the AP poll week 2. It just came out. Any shockers, any surprises that you see, Coach Shawn?
It actually went by how I thought it was gonna go, man. I told you about LSU. I told you that defense is gonna be. Don't think because they lost a lot of people that was gonna be. I told you about South Carolina. I said don't think just because they lost a gang of different people that was gonna fall off. They had a lot of young talent, man. It's about like how I thought. When you look at it, South Carolina's right there in the top 10. As is LSU. Really, really shocked to see Illinois that high. Oklahoma looked good. Don't nothing shock me at the moment, but I was high on LSU from the jump. I was high on South Carolina from the jump. I knew South Carolina especially played a lot of young people last year, so I knew that defense wasn't gonna fall off like that. I think I had this conversation with Ty and a couple of other people. They look great on defense, flying around. Great pass rush. I love their defensive scheme because they find a lot of ways to get pressure on the quarterback, man. And what I tell you about LSU offense, them boys ain't no joke. They look in mid-season form if you watch that Clemson LSU game.
That's a good team they beat too.
Yeah, that's a good team they beat at home, man. I think those teams are gonna be right there, man. I spoke on both of those two teams, and they're right there. I also spoke on Texas. I knew Texas was gonna have a tough time up there. I wanted Texas to win this game, but I picked Ohio State in a game that honestly had very, very evenly matched football teams. Believe it or not, very, very evenly matched, man. That was a good game, man. That was a really, really good game. I noticed Matt Patricia was running a lot of NFL principles, short yardage defense, stuff like that, cover one, middle of the field close. He really, really, really was doing a lot of NFL concepts that really gave Sarkisian a lot of simulated pressures that really, really gave Sark a hard time. And so it went about how I expected, man.
I was about to say, I'm gonna ask you this one question before, but I'm gonna get to our good sis Latoya. Latoya with the $5 super chat said, "Roll Tide fellas, appreciate y'all. Are we doing a meet and greet at the Classic?" I ain't gonna lie, it may be that way because I think I am determined to go to the Magic City Classic this year. I'm just headstrong on going to the Magic City Classic, so I'm gonna say yes right now, sis. I'm gonna say right now yes.
Cool.
And definitely appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. And I'm gonna play your sound, but I really want to ask Coach Shawn this. But Jason was just in here, but he'll pop back up. But Josh Pate said something about South Carolina.
Yeah.
And he said they are the best after this game. I think he said on his Sunday show, he said they are the best offensive and defensive team in the SEC. Do you think that's overreaction or not overreaction?
Man, that's tough because LSU look damn good, man.
Mm-hmm.
I just think he'd say that because I think South Carolina got the best pass rushing defense in the SEC. Mm-hmm. They rush the passer like no other, bro. Like you gonna have like they got another one. And I know they got the same guy, Dylan
Stewart.
They got him, but they got another one on the other side now. So I just think South Carolina may have the best pass rushers in the SEC. I don't know if I would say they had a best defense yet because Georgia looked pretty daggone good. I know they didn't play nobody but Marshall. I get it. South Carolina played Virginia Tech and LSU played Clemson, which is much better competition, right? I don't know if I put their offense over LSU's just yet because LSU offense, man, is on another level. Their running backs are running the ball. That offensive line is playing well. Their quarterback is a monster. Barry Brown, bro. I told you that kid was fast as lightning. They got him. They got Aaron Anderson. I don't want to say their offense is better than LSU's just yet because to go into Clemson with that defense and do what they done, bro, that you get special praise from me. I don't think Josh Pate is off kilter by saying that. He's right there, but I would pick LSU right now. A little bit a better offense right now.
Oh yeah.
I kind of said the same exact thing. Like I think you can make an argument defensively, just by what you've seen. But like, there's so many offenses that we hadn't seen against quality competition yet, so we can't really say, you know what I mean, whether they had the best offense. Like you said, LSU offense looked pretty good.
Yes, they did.
And I don't know, in the game, South Carolina played with Virginia Tech.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if South Carolina, if LSU plays Virginia Tech, LSU probably, I'm thinking may score in the 40s in the game. So yeah, I don't know if I can say they're the best offense. But defense, they have an argument though. I can give you that.
You think they got the best offense?
No, I said defense. Do you have an argument? Offense, I don't see it.
Oh, okay.
Just don't.
Yeah, not right now.
Not right now. Yeah.
Do you think they overhyping? I think Florida State up there. I think they played a damn good game to be up there. Tennessee played a damn good game. Sorry, Coach Shawn.
I know, right? I was hoping they'd look bad, but
they look good.
They look
too,
pretty decent.
But they played Syracuse, and I'm still.
And Syracuse ain't no slouch now.
They ain't.
They getting better. They getting better.
It was a dark horse team.
Yeah.
They should go into this year. They will win their fair share of games this year too.
Yeah. And again, man, Florida State practice for Alabama. Dude said it since January, right? You're not gonna have to January to practice for every other opponent, right? You only get these 7 days, these 6 days, 5 days. So let's see what happens, man. They had a great showing, but let's see what happens with their next game and the next game and the next game. So
oh yeah. So just get off that good old AP poll. And that's why I said, man, we're just starting off lightly. But of course, you know, we're gonna get right on into it since we Bama guys, and just go ahead and get right on into it. Alabama versus ULM. New week, new possibilities or whatnot. It's time to put week 1 away, ladies and gentlemen. It's just time. I understand what we've seen, but it's time to put week 1 away and let's try to improve on. It's a lot of improving that need to go on for real, for real.
Did you get to watch that all 22 film?
I caught some of it because me and Coach Al was talking about it. Shout out to Coach Al. And it from what I seen, it ain't.
I watched it. I watched it thoroughly, bro. I broke it. Man, it's crazy.
I'm about to say you can break that down because I really was trying to just like end it and get to the next thing, what you want to see improve in this game and all that, man. So yeah, talk about it.
I mean, quickly, I honestly believe this may sound crazy, but I've been watching film a long time. The offense really didn't play that bad, bro. Considering there were several things that was wide open for Ty. He just didn't pull the trigger. He'll get better with that. Yeah, that's just first game jitters, scared to make a mistake. Here's the good news about the offense. Hayden gave up 2-3 sacks, right? 2 of them was stunts. 1 of them was just a straight. He just got beat, right? I'll take that, man. The offense moved the ball, averaging 4 or 5 yards a carry. Several times, Jeremy Bernard was open on dig plays, on high lows. He just was afraid to throw the ball, man. He just was afraid to throw the football. I think we abandoned the run a little too early. I think when Florida State scored, that scared them into the pass. That was a learning experience for DeBoer. He got to get out of that Pac-12 stuff. You got to stick with the run in the SEC, man. If you're stuck with the run, it would have slowed the game down. I think they got away from the run too, but there was plays open, bro. I promise you, we won't miss those plays again. That was first game tie. I was happy after I watched that offensive. Now the defensive side, bro, I took notes. It was so bad. I promise you. and I'm an offensive guy, but I know what I look for from an offensive guy, stuff that I would attack. And I'll be quick so you can move on, Brinsky.
No, please.
When I watch this defense, bro, and I want y'all to listen because this, everybody got how they watch tape or whatever. I've been doing this a long time, bro, and I'm telling you this. This is the God honest truth. When I watch them on defense, bro, it looked like they hadn't practiced live. Usually when you see them hesitant like that, that be from not going live a lot in practice. That be from practicing in shirts and shorts and thudding instead of going live tackling. What's up, KT? Good to see you, man. When I watch their defense, it's like they're not used to practicing. Oh yeah, Kevin Riley is a burst. He's a burst. They better give him the ball. Him and number 20. Those kids got those that short area quickness that you need. But when I watch them on defense, man, it's like these guys don't understand what leverage is. The leverage was so bad. I promise y'all. There was no leverage in forcing plays back to the inside. Jamarine Lathan, for some reason, they kept running to his edge, right? Quay Russaw didn't really play that bad. Quay Rusar actually leveraged his side several times. He got caught up a time or two, but he really leveraged his side very, very well. Number 20, for some reason, his hat was always on the inside of the blocker. They teach you not to ever have your hat on the inside of the blocker on outside zone plays. The safety play in the run game was abysmal. The safety play in the run game was abysmal. I'm telling you, man, nobody was leveraging the football, man. They was getting to the edge like a free fall whenever they wanted. We got FSU running edge plays, but the guys got their hats on the inside of the blocker. I've seen that so many times from LT, so many times from number 20. And I'll tell you this, man. I told you this on the show. I said, before we get too excited, remember, we only had 23 sacks last year. I think the highest guy had 3 sacks on our team. Well, guess what? We had 100% lack of pass rush in that game, right? This is the God honest truth. 100%. We could not get any pressure, no matter if they was running odd fronts or even fronts. Yanze Pierre, Quay, nobody got any pressure on that quarterback. Our safeties, they played soft. They was hesitant, very hesitant, man. Their quarterback averaged 3 to 4 seconds of play in pass attempt. Nobody was getting any pressure on this guy. The middle linebackers was horrible. They was hesitant. The worst pursuit angles I've ever seen. It's like, for some reason, this dude, Justin Jefferson, on hike, he bounced. I don't know what this bouncing is. And then he'll take off late and got Peter rolled, man. Like, you let a tight end knock you clean off your feet. I mean, I don't know what this bouncing is. When you watch that all-22 tape, I want y'all to find me one clip of a middle linebacker coming downhill in the run game. Yeah, not to be confused with blitzing on the pass plays on 3rd and long. Find me one play. If you can find me one, I'll pay you.
Yeah, well,
middle linebackers running downhill in the run game. They on said hike, they do this bouncing stuff. I don't know what that is, man. So the middle linebackers was hesitant. They wasn't physical at all. That's probably the least physical defense I've ever seen. Multiple, and this is why I know it's the scheme. Something's going on with that scheme. I found multiple plays where the linebackers were in the same gap. Anybody that know this game will tell you on defense, if the linebackers were in the same gap, somebody doing something wrong. Yeah, it's never supposed to be that way. You're never supposed to be in the same gap as somebody else, as another linebacker. That means somebody was wrong. 41, 42, they was in the same gap. That's a schematic thing. Absolute bad eye discipline. Bad eye discipline, man. I promise y'all, bad eye discipline. On the play that Dijon got beat, that wasn't his fault. They showed a man-to-man look with a two high safety look, right? They tried to rotate the cover one at the last minute. They tried to have a safety bump over at the last minute. Safety was slow getting over there, and you left a 6'4", 205-pound freshman corner in bump and run against a 4.35 square right? That was a bad call. That was not that freshman's call. That was a bad position to be in. And quite frankly, I'll end it by saying Xavier Brown played well. Quay Rusar played well. I promise y'all, Xavier Brown leveraged the football. He always had his head on the outside, funneling everything back in. He didn't let stuff get on the outside of him. Bray Hubbard had the worst game I've ever seen him play at Alabama.
Yeah.
Terrible in the run game, terrible in the pass game, hesitant, right? And quite frankly, this was easily the softest, most fundamentally unsound, slow, lack of defensive execution I've ever seen on the Alabama defense. This is the God honest truth. I've seen from a Bama team, period, this side of the Oklahoma game. And that's just the straight up truth of it. I watched it over and over and over. I took notes on it, and that's the straight up truth, man. And we can move on. You know what I mean?
Hey, well, you talked about it on that game, but let's talk about this one. What improvements do you want to see the most in this game when we go against ULM? And before you go into it, our good brother, he's in here, special guest tonight, good friend of the show, good man too, OU Zone, the man with the master plan, Mr. Jason Watkins. What's good, what's good, pal? What's good,
what's happening? That's a hell of an intro, man. That's a hell of an intro. I appreciate it.
Hey, man, I'm getting better, man. I'm getting better.
What's up, I hope you heard what I said about our defense.
What's happening, man?
I ain't heard nothing. I've been trying to get this thing to set up, and it wants to update everything because I've been on the road. So I guess it wanted to do a bunch of stuff, and it wasn't letting me say no. So here we are, gentlemen.
But go ahead, Coach Shawn. My fault.
I was just telling Jason, man. We had the privilege of watching all 22 film that our good brother gave to us, and I really gave the spiel on what I seen. It you know, I know what I'm watching, and I'm telling you that's exactly what happened. I'm telling you. But as far as this new game, you said the number one thing I want to see, easy. The number one thing is the linebackers have got to be active. We have got to get out of that three. If brother, you cannot run a 3-man front. I don't care in what, everybody mix and match. Everybody 2 wolves, 2 bandits. Everybody mix and match, right? You cannot run a odd man front unless your linebackers are about it.
Absolute animals, yeah.
You cannot run a odd man front if you have weak middle guys. You can't. It's just not possible. You see Florida State, they ran a odd front, but they linebackers was active as hell. Active as hell. Penetrating. They was coming downhill. They was thumping. And when they missed the tackle, Earl Little was behind them thumping. He was thumping, man. So I got to see better play from. To me, the middle linebackers played the worst of the whole team. The middle linebackers now Braden have his best game by far. He was out of position. He was very soft on the run game. He was hesitant, almost not knowing what they were doing. They didn't leverage the football at all. We have got if Kane Womack is going to run this scheme, and I talked about this scheme in the beginning of the season, bro. I did not want to run that because I wasn't sure of how our middle linebackers was going to play, right? Going into Louisiana Monroe, I would like to see our middle guys play way better. You got to come downhill on the run game, man. You cannot do this hopping stuff. I don't know what that is, man. Justin Jefferson say hi, he get to hopping. What is this hopping? I kept seeing it throughout the all 22 take.
The bunny hop.
No downhill running.
Look like softball players.
This hopping stuff they do, like what is that, man? You have got to be more physical in the run game, right? And we don't have any pass rushes, bro. We have pass rushes, but I'm not gonna say we don't have pass rushes. They just didn't play well that game. At some point you got to tell the truth, man. It's okay to be positive, but at some point you're wishing upon a damn star. We didn't have any pass rush last year, right? We had 23 total sacks last year, bro. 23 or 25. The top sacker was 3. We ain't doing no better so far, right? All this rushing 3, dropping 8, man, you got to get pressure on the quarterback, man. So pressure on the quarterback, middle linebacker play. Those are the only 2. I have no beef with the offensive line. I have no beef with Ty Simpson, who had plays but didn't pull the trigger, right? He'll get better with that. Don't even worry. I promise y'all he'll get better with that, bro. But pass rush, a logical pass rush and middle linebacker play. Easiest 2 things I've ever seen. D-line the D-line didn't play well at all, but I think that's due to this odd front Kane keep lining up in. When we actually went to an even front, we actually played pretty well, right? We actually stopped them like 2 or 3 times in a row when he went to the even front. When he went to the heavy front, as we call it, they actually played pretty well, man, right? James Smith, get him out of that nose, get him back on the 4-eye, get him back at the 3 technique or the 4-eye. He played well. So stay away from the 3-man front. Middle linebackers got to play better, right? And you got to find a pass rusher at some point, or the teams down the road are going to whip your ass. Point blank, period.
So I give mine real quick. So I started back the last game. I want y'all to think about this. I said this before. Offensive coaches have a hard time playing complementary football. Usually when you have a defensive coach and they see that their defense is struggling, they go over and they tell the offensive coordinator, hey, take that air out of the ball. Let's run the ball. Let's possess the ball. Let's put a drive together.
That's a good point.
The good news that I saw from Alabama is y'all can run the football. I don't know if y'all realize that or not, because you didn't do it a lot.
Yo, we know. Trust me.
Their first drive, they were moving.
Trust me, we know we can.
They can run the football, man. And if they will lean on the run, I feel like the offense would be a little bit more successful. I feel like the reads would be easier for your quarterback. You can't be. Coach Shawn made a good point. Sometimes when you get down, you freak out and you start throwing the ball. It's never too late to run the football. Third quarter, you down 2 touchdowns, you can still run the football, because if you get a good drive and you get 7 points on the board, that's a 1-score game, and anybody can win at that point.
I got preaching, man. Speak.
I'm just saying, like, it's one of the reasons why I always say that guys from the West Coast can't come to the SEC and win, because they don't understand that part of it, that complementary football part of it. It's one of the reasons I think that Kirby is such a good coach, because he knows. To me, the most effective way to call the offense is how your defense is playing. If your defense is getting ran over and they can't get off the field, then you need to slow your offense down. Yep. If you're getting to the passer, if they can't, they get to the passer, the opposing quarterback only has 0.2 seconds to throw the ball, then you may be able to may want to take some shots on offense. You may be able to add out a little bit because your defense is playing extremely well. And I feel like offensive head coaches have a tendency to just want to do what they do. They don't want to play complementary football, and that's why they give up leads. So I feel like that's what's happening. Hey, we got an offensive coach too. He does the same thing. I was surprised to see him stick to the run.
Same shit. Yep. Do that shit.
As far as this ULM game, I would tell you this: if they ran for 311 yards last week against sorry competition, of course. What I would, if I was an Alabama fan, I would love to see from my team after giving up a performance like that is to dominate this team in the run game on defense.
I think you have to.
If they just ran for 311 yards, I want them to leave this game rushing for 35. Mm-hmm. If that.
And I think
sound different in the run game.
Yeah, you're right, man. You're preaching, man, for real. And
y'all coming in hot, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Mm-hmm. I think that what I saw that first drive, you go back and watch that first drive, they were running the football. I think out of their first 10 plays, only 3 of them were passes. Mm-hmm. And they were moving the football steadily down the field. They're getting 7-8 yards a pop. What that does, I think you guys all know this, what that does when you lead with the run like that, and sometimes you may have to switch it around and start with the pass to get to the run, but you got to get to the run, because if you don't, what you're doing is that you're turning it into too much finesse. And in a game like that, you cannot be finesse against these guys. You got to get out there and kind of enforce your will on them. But we're gonna hit. We're gonna be hitting. We're gonna drive you off the damn football, and our running backs are gonna deliver some blows too. And I think that whatever it is, in the times that you guys got beat last year, it was the same thing. That it almost feels like, I know there were some Oklahoma guys after that game that were talking about these guys weren't hitting like we expected them to hit. We were delivering the blow because they didn't throw the ball a lot in that game. I mean, Jackson Arnold's not going to throw the ball a lot in the game. He's just not going to. Just like that was smart of you, Freeze, in the game against Baylor. Run the damn football, even with Jackson.
It was shocking.
It was a little shocking, wasn't it?
Like, really?
It's no excuse for a first-time starter on the road to throw the ball 43 times. That was wild. Excuse.
That was wild.
No excuse, man.
I would agree.
When your defense playing the way they playing, with your defense playing the way they playing, there's no excuse for them to throw the ball 40.
You're right, Tez. This is why I say it's a learning experience for DeBoer. DeBoer's learning too. Don't think he's not, brother. When Florida State scored, the next drive we went passy. The very next drive, bro. Like you guys said, opening drive, you come down, play script, you run the ball. Florida State scored very quickly on us. At that point, he went into Pac-12 mode. He went straight into Pac-12. Let's throw the ball. Here's the thing. On the All-22, it showed the plays were there, man. Several times, Ty rolling, Jeremy Bernard coming across on a dig. He wouldn't throw it for some reason. Just first-time jitters, I don't know, man. But I'll take that over what I've seen on the defensive side of the ball, because he'll get better throwing the ball. Trust me. That's hard to go your first start on the road anywhere, right? In Division I football. That's very tough, man. And to put that kid in a situation where he got to throw, and to put your offensive line in a situation where they got to pass block for 43 attempts, you've completely taken the physicality away from your offense completely.
Yeah.
You got to run the ball, and you got to establish some sort of, we're gonna bring it to you physically. And I'm not. That's the concern, that if I'm looking at Alabama from the outside perspective, or even as a fan of Alabama, if I'm a fan of Alabama, I'm like, where the hell is our physicality that we're known for? Because I haven't seen it a bunch, and I damn sure didn't see it, the other day. It just didn't seem like it seemed like the team that was the most physical was Florida State.
It was,
and that's not what.
And they were hungry. They wanted it more. They wanted everything. They wanted to really prove a point that we wasn't just gonna come in there and run all over them and dominate them. I'm about to say, you got to give Castellanos all the credit, man. He talked, and he walked the walk. Came out there and beat our ass.
What I said to you guys last week, I said if they're gonna have a chance to win, then Castellanos gonna have to back up his shit.
Facts.
Because and if I'm Gus, I go to him and be like, look, in order for us to beat these guys, we're gonna have to run on them, because we're not gonna be able to throw on them. We're not going to be able to consistently throw against this secondary.
Yeah, I tell you this, man, and it's very discouraging for me, bro. Y'all don't understand. It's very discouraging because this has been going on for a while, bro. Yep. Right? As a coach, not as a fan, but I put myself in the mind of coaching this team, bro. This has been going on since last season. Vanderbilt showed everybody a blueprint. Everybody has been doing some for Oklahoma. Look at the quarterback counter reads they was doing with Jackson Arnold, right? And they didn't stray away from it. If it works, keep running it. Keep running it. Load your tight end over here. Load you a personnel up. Let the quarterback keep. It's a blueprint to how Kane Womack is gonna have to switch it up, bro. I don't understand why I just don't understand. I tried to watch it back and see what was he thinking on certain plays on down and distance. I don't understand, man. I'm gonna tell you, people be hating on these guys, but they tell the truth. Christian Miller's father, he a defensive guy, man. He's more of a pressure guy. He likes to press. What he said about the edges, what he said about being very weak on the edge, he was spot on. I'm telling y'all, man. Yep. He was spot on. That if you're gonna run this 3-3-5, this 4-2-5, a la 3-3-5. Bro, you have got to have better linebacker play and better D-line play, right? Yeah. I don't understand with these veers and these inverted veers why we can't stop nothing, right? I just don't understand, man. And so if you've seen this now on the road, if you've seen this dating back to last season, it's a pattern. It had.
You see,
I'm not gonna be Debbie. Yeah, I'm not gonna be the Debbie Downer, man. But I won't even tell the people what I believe, because I've seen this too much, man. It ain't getting better. It's not getting better. So I'm not even worried about the Georgias, because they don't play that style of offense, right? I don't worry about those type of teams. The Auburns, not the Auburns, the Georgias, those teams that's gonna be powering it right at us, single back, 12 person, cool. But the pre-snap motions, right? The misdirections,
the Oklahomas,
I'm telling you, they better get better, or we gonna be in some trouble, man. I'm telling you.
Final thoughts on this, gentlemen, before we move on to the Oklahoma and Michigan game. And everybody in the chat too, put y'all predictions for this game. Hopefully it will be a lot better. I think I did terrible on the first week with predictions, but one thing Tez said to me earlier, man, he said, I need to go back and watch week 1 preview, because he said, man, what we was talking about throughout the whole show on each game, it seemed like all that happened for each team. Yeah. So shout out to y'all.
Yeah, everybody, even people in the chat, man, if you get a chance, if you hadn't watched the first season of this show right here, the college football preview show, go back and watch that, man. Ironically, it's the same 4 people that's on the panel today. We wasn't kind of, back and forth with our scores, but if you listen to the analysis, how we said Alabama could lose is how they lost. What we said would happen in that LSU Clemson game is what happened. Like, it was so spot on that, like, I've never been a part of a panel that has been that accurate before. So, like, if you haven't got a chance to watch it, I recommend everybody watching it. Put some respect on our name, man. You give all these other people respect to be pundits, and we was right.
Yeah.
Respect on that.
Hey man, so definitely shout out to you guys, and I'm glad Tez pointed that out because I didn't know that all of us was up here when we said it. So yeah, man. Hey, we got to give ourselves credit. Appreciate y'all for even the support, but I give mine since I asked the question first. I believe Alabama will win. I think this would be a big win for us. I think they're gonna go out there. I think with the weight of the world on them, everybody talking down on them, and I need them to feed off that. Like it's us against the world mentality, and I believe they will find their way. But I believe it's going to be 42-17. I believe they'll get a few runs on us, but 42-17 Alabama. Any one of y'all can go, and then we can move on to the next one.
Which one is this? Alabama, Louisiana Monroe?
Yeah.
We'll run right through them like shit through a goose. Come on.
Man.
I said 20 and 21.
I keep telling myself that they gonna think it. The same thing Brinsky said is, I swear to y'all, that's the same thing I tell myself every week. I say 38-20.
Okay.
I like Cam's score. I'm gonna go somewhere around there. Like I'm gonna go like a 38-10, 38-10, somewhere around there. Man, do not let this team rush for 150, 200 yards. Please don't.
Jason, then we're gonna move on to your squad.
Somewhere around 35-13, something like that, if at best. I think you run right through them.
Yeah.
When something like that happens, that's generally when you rally the troops and you realize that maybe you weren't as good as you thought you were going into that. I think everybody, they're probably listening to the press clippings a little, listening to the pundits a little much, that Florida State didn't have a chance coming off of that 2-10 season. There wasn't a lot of people that were, and hey, listen, kids are not immune to hearing that shit. And so they thought that they were going to go out there and stick it to them. And then once you get somebody rolling with momentum, you know how momentum is, it keeps on kind of pushing. So I think that there's definitely some things they better do. And I would tell you that I think it's probably time to see it and then make some adjustments, but I think they run right through them, man. I think they run right through them. It's 35-13.
I hope so, man. And man, just before we move on, shout out to my Tuskegee brother and Paul T in the house, man. Hey, first night game ever this weekend, baby. First night game ever, baby. We going in that thing.
I'll be there.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know. And we will be sipping some beverages. I would just leave it like that. We will be sipping a lot of those beverages. But until then, Oklahoma, Michigan. College game day will be in Norman, Oklahoma this weekend.
Along with
we started the season off hot with some high-powered games. Now this is looking like the good old days when we used to have college football. The first 2 weeks usually be. That's how they used to look. You get a bunch of cupcake games, maybe one good game, but yeah. So I'm gonna let Tez hit this real quick, pause, and then because I know he gotta handle something. But go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Oklahoma, Michigan. It's an interesting game. I want to pick Oklahoma in this game. I feel like this is one of those games where if this game were in Oklahoma, is it in? No, it's in Norman, right?
It's in Norman,
in Oklahoma. Yeah, it's
okay.
It's Dallas, man.
Yeah, well, I'm picking Oklahoma in this game. It's simple as that for me. Like I think the home team wins this game. Mm-hmm. Michigan is a lot to deal with though on that defensive line, that running game.
Yeah.
But man, I watched some of those material highlights where he looks like he could be a problem in the SEC, man. Mm-hmm. They still got to clean some stuff up, of course, and we know what Brett Venables does on defense. But in Norman, I think that you guys come out with a win in this game. I'm go ahead and call a score. I want to say that you guys can get to 28 points in this game. 28 points, and let's say you hold Michigan to around 28-17. This is the score I got for this game. But yeah, I got to get out of here, man. I got to go set up for my show. When everybody get done over here, come on over to my channel, man.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to come check it out, bro. I'll come.
Yeah, man. Me and Tez did not talk. I did not know he was gonna do one tonight, but this won't happen again. This won't happen again. I can promise y'all. But appreciate you, bro. And y'all make sure y'all subscribe to SECs. I'm gonna make sure I drop it in the description. It should be already in there, and I'm gonna make sure I drop it in the chat so y'all can go subscribe to his channel. Appreciate you, brother.
All right, man, for sure, man. Pleasure.
Much love.
Man.
See you, Tess.
But I'm gonna let the Oklahoma guy, man, just go ahead, Matt, go ahead and say what he need to say about his team. What's your thoughts on this, man? I know we got an Alabama Crimson Tide, Justice Hayes coming into the game. He went over 100 yards last game, 3 tubs, and a lot of people just, I ain't gonna say no names. Some people just think like, you just see what he's doing at Michigan? I'm like, man, look who they played.
Yeah, that was New Mexico.
Teriyaki U University.
On,
but for one, shout out to Justice Haynes, man. Any of my Alabama guys that go anywhere else, man, I'd be happy for them. And definitely shout out to Earl Little Jr. I'd be happy for all my guys wherever they go. So definitely shout out to them. But go ahead.
No, I really like the game. I think it's a really good test for this Oklahoma team, particularly offensively. You know, with Mateer, and they're playing a new system. And you know, when you go up against the Illinois State, they're FCS power school. And I was impressed with what they did as far as.
And one more thing, Jason, I'm so sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. Our good brother Rob, man, what's going on, brother? I just want to say,
Patriot Life.
Always like to let Rob know. Appreciate you for your service, man, and everybody in the chat that served in the military, man. Appreciate you all that keep us safe and allow us to just do this at our free will. So thank you to everybody for y'all service. Always,
That's the broski.
Oh yeah.
Love my military brothers, man. Love my military brothers. Yep.
Oh yeah, man. Sorry about that.
Nah, you straight, man. Shout out to Patriot Life. Shout out to everybody in the chat. You know, what I was saying is Oklahoma, I mean, I think they started off a little slow at times with, you know, and I think that it was kind of deliberate the way that they were doing things. You know, they're trying to run the ball. I think they ran the ball pretty well as far as like with certain backs. They had a running back that didn't see the hole very well. And so it kind of drug that down a little bit. But what we saw from Mateer was legit. You know, he completed 82% of his passes, was able to, you know, and he was able to get some runs going. And again, you're playing a team that you should beat handily. They beat them handily. I think that there were some times that they didn't look great. They had some mistakes on the offensive side, had a fumble, had an interception, and 1 or 2 3 and outs. But overall, they stayed patient, which I was glad to see, and just kind of moved it down the field. The receiving core is legit from top to bottom. I don't think that anybody really came in that can't do the job. You know, I just didn't see anybody that can. I mean, I was really impressed with Keontez Lewis. He's the real deal. I really enjoyed seeing Deion Burks kind of get his way as well. And listen, the guy that moved over from the defense, Jaron Kanak at tight end, man, he showed himself out too. Had that early fumble, but he had the longest play of the game. He was able to find himself open. He's got great hands. You know, he was a really good player offensively in high school. I mean, I've never seen a film that had more 50-yard plus touchdowns than I saw from that kid. So good to see him get out there because he struggled a lot on the defensive side, ever really kind of understanding the position. At linebacker's tough, man. Linebacker's a tough position for somebody that's never played it. And it was tough for him to kind of ever really get going. As far as what I saw from Michigan, I mean, it's New Mexico. It is what it is. And I thought that they hung around with them a little bit. But the thing about it is you got a brand new quarterback there too. And if I think that there's a real reason that I see Oklahoma having the advantage in this, yeah, number one, they're at home. But the other part is that they're going to be able to throw some things at him that he'll never have seen. You know what I mean? And being week 2, I think it's one of those type of deals where Brent Venables is going to send the house at him, and he's going to send him from different places that he's not expecting it to come from. They're going to change for whatever the look is. The one thing I would tell you about last week, everything Oklahoma did was to not show anything to Michigan. It was vanilla all the way around. And I know a lot of people at Oklahoma don't want to hear that right now, because there's some certain things that they weren't great at, and they're looking at it as, this isn't good when you played an FCS team. I even tend to agree with that to some extent. In the end, you won't have seen anything on film that they throw at Bryce Underwood and that offense for Michigan. I think Michigan defensively is about as good as it gets, right? They're about as good as it gets. I hope that you can get the running game going on, but I think you may have to. I was just saying about in the Alabama game, sometimes you got to get the running game going with the passing game. And I think you may end up having to do that in this situation, but somehow they're going to need to get the running game going, and they're going to have to shut down that running game early. I think that's definitely the game plan with a kid like this. You don't want him to get started where he can run the football a little bit, because then that's going to give him opportunities, play action, things like that, in order to be able to hit you deep and stuff like that. So I think it's going to be a good football game. I do think that Oklahoma probably pulls away a little bit. I think it stays close for a while, but I don't know that you're going to see Michigan be able to score a whole lot on this defense. And eventually the dam breaks when that happens. I mean, we saw that with OU all last year, that they just didn't have an offense that could move the football. And when you don't, the dam will end up breaking. So I kind of feel like that's what's going to happen here. If this game was at the end of the year, I might see it a little bit different, because you will have given this quarterback a full season worth of getting ready. I mean, if you were to see them in the playoff or something like that, then it might be a little bit different, because this kid is good. Everything that I've seen from him, he's got all the skills in his bag, no doubt about it. Now, Coach Shawn, I know you probably seen a little bit about Underwood and seen what he's done. The kid has all the tools in his bag. So it's early on. You're catching him at the right time. You're catching him at home. I think that Oklahoma probably ends up pulling away. But would it surprise me if it turned into a ball game? No, not really. No, not really. Because I think this kid is talented, and I think their defense is legit.
Coach Shawn.
For me, man, I was doing some research on it. I watched a little bit of the Michigan game. I watched the Oklahoma. I recorded it actually, and two likewise opponents. Mexico, New Mexico, and Illinois State. When you look at Bryce Underwood, 21-31, 251, one touchdown. Obviously, they gave Justice his carries, 16, 159. I don't think that kid had 16 carries at Bama. You know what I'm saying? So you can't even compare the two, right? So, like B. Sharp said, please don't say, look what he did out there. He never really got that opportunity like that at Alabama. So when you look at Oklahoma, I like Oklahoma in this game, and I'm gonna tell you why. I don't think Bryce Underwood proved to me that he can throw into a tight man coverage situation. All his receivers was running wide open. Every time I looked, I mean, they wasn't really challenged by those guys. I think Oklahoma gonna challenge them. Oklahoma has a secondary where they can play man. I'm really impressed by this John Mateer kid, 392 yards and 3 touchdowns. The kid is mobile. The kid can play. And going into Oklahoma, those guys, home field advantage matters in college football, right? Not necessarily in the pros that much, but in college football, home field advantage, the home team wins most of the time. You know what I mean? And when I say most, quarterback. Facts, especially with a young quarterback. Mateer's played a lot of football. His kid is special. Lisa said in the chat, she's right. He's the real deal. I think Oklahoma, with the defense, with the kids they have coming back, I think they'll stifle the run game and put it on Bryce Underwood's shoulders. I think Oklahoma wins this football game. You heard it here first. I think Oklahoma is going to have a great scheme ready for a young quarterback. Oklahoma has a defensive coordinator for their head coach. Defensive coordinators always take away what you do well. I don't think Michigan's going to be able to come in and hand the ball off 20 or 30 something times I think at some point Underwood's gonna have to throw into it what I think is a really good secondary. I think BV's not gonna allow that kid to beat him, right? Mm-hmm. So I think the versatility and balance that Oklahoma showed, I think they will. I think they're gonna be great in this game, man. They're gonna be hype at Oklahoma. The eyes of the world are gonna be on that football game, and I think Oklahoma's gonna rise to the occasion. I think John Mateer is gonna rise to the occasion. I pick Oklahoma to win this game, probably 31-24, 31-27, somewhere along there. I think Michigan will score a touchdown or two, right? Yeah. But I think BV is not going to allow them to play their football game, line up in 12 personnel and run it down their throat. I don't think that's going to happen with Oklahoma. If anything, you know damn well they're going to be good on defense. And
they're
this quarterback,
creative, right? They're going to have to get creative.
They're going to have to get creative, right, man? And I don't think that bodes well for a young quarterback. So I think Oklahoma wins this football game. That's
man. I think the one thing that I'm really, really interested in is just what I think Brent Venables is the best defensive mind in this game today. Yeah. I really, really believe that, especially when he gave us some. I used to hate going against Clemson, man, because you just never know with that man. He's a master at his craft. Hopefully, everything goes well at Oklahoma.
Yeah, man.
Because
I like BV.
Because I know how good of a coach he is, man. Being in that coordinator position for so long, being under those teams that went to the national championship in the early, I ain't gonna say the early days, like the mid 2000s. Am I right, Jason?
Early 2000s, they won in 2000, and then they were in a few more. You know, they were in a few more.
But he wasn't the defensive coordinator for that one, was he?
Yeah, for Oklahoma. Yeah, he came in as coordinator with Stoops' brother.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, man, he's been a defensive coordinator for so long, man.
Yeah. 20-something years, man. He's been doing it. So, you know, I think that he's going to be – look, I think he's in his bag. And what I did see, there were some things that concern from Oklahoma fans is that they did give up some yardage rushing the ball against this team. One thing I'll tell you is they're very well coached. Illinois State's very well coached. I mean,
fact.
I was really impressed with the way that they never stopped. They never gave up. You didn't see them make a ton of stupid mistakes or just kind of hang their head and just know that they were beaten. Yeah. Even when it was starting to, you know, it was never a time that you felt like OU was in trouble. But what I would say is that what we saw, it wasn't that Oklahoma doesn't play good run defense. It was that I think they were hyped and they were shutting the pass completely down. They got a little hyped up, and I think that what you probably saw was I've always said you'd rather have to turn the volume down a little bit and back them off a little bit than have to try to speed them up, right? You don't want to have to try to speed them up. They were probably going a little too fast at times. Their gap discipline wasn't probably what you would expect it to be, but it's first game too. You know what I mean? And so those are the kind of things that I know that Brent Venables is going to fix. You know he's going to fix it. So if there were some gap issues that they were having with blocking and getting to their running game, that was it. And really, they had a couple of decent runs, and then a few that would go 4 or 5 yards. So it wasn't like terrible. It was just that they weren't. There was a couple of blown assignments, is what I saw, and that's one of those things that you're going to see that's not going to continue to happen on this defense, or else he won't have those guys in. They were all. I mean, the way that they played pass defense. I mean, have fun with that because these dudes are real. They're legit in the secondary at every position. Their linebackers were looking really good in coverage as well. And then they're going to get to the football. They're going to get to you at your quarterback position. So I think that Bryce is going to be hurried from the first snap. They're going to hurry his ass from the first snap. So, you know, that clock starts speeding up on you. You know, you got to get the ball out. That's when you see those guys make mistakes, especially freshmen. And it's like I said, I think that if this game were later in the year, you know, whether it's, you know, a late season non-con game, which don't happen as much, or like a playoff situation, then yeah, I would say that they probably got a better chance because he's going to be a lot better football player at the end of the year, right? He will have gone through some things that he'll learn from. But this is one of those learning experiences that he's going to have to learn from because they're going to send the house at him and they're going to send it from places that he's never even imagined it coming from, and they'll get there. So I think that's why if I, you know, not just looking at not just looking at Oklahoma from the Oklahoma standpoint of me being a fan, because I'm not going to sit here and tell you I think they're winning the Natty. I'm going to have to see that shit. You know what I mean? You're not hearing me say those kind of things. You never have.
Mm-hmm.
What you will hear me say is that I think that they can go out and play with everybody, and they can shut down a lot of offenses. So if you can do that, you're going to have a chance to win a lot of games. And I think in this situation, I think it just bodes well for him to be going up against a brand new kid, a brand new quarterback. And he's very talented, but I think you'll have him make enough. Thanks, Dwight.
Hey, let me tell you something. I believe we'll win that championship every year.
Hell yeah. He gonna
if anything bad happens at Oklahoma, that need to be the first phone call. Outside of Jeremy Pruitt.
There.
Call whoever.
I tell you this. Facts, B Sharp. I'm right there with you on that, bro. First call outside of JP, man. Listen, Oklahoma's gonna show this kid some things, and they're gonna confuse him. They're gonna disguise some things. They're gonna make him play quarterback. Like, they're not gonna let you just be an athlete. They're gonna make him throw in the tight windows. These DBs won't just sit back in coverage and let you throw it all over the field. You know what I mean? So I think it's going to be tough on him. Going on the road, that crowd is going to be stupid, right? So it's going to be a test, man. It's going to be a test and a half for Bryce. And I don't think if they're able to create these Jordan-esque plays, I think he's going to struggle up there at Oklahoma on the road. I do.
Oh, before we move on to the next game, let's give our prediction for this one. And I'm gonna let you go last, just because I know this your squad and all. But my final prediction for this game, I have I'm trying to see where I'm gonna go. I think I got Oklahoma by 2 touchdowns. I think they're gonna win at least 31. I say 31-17. I don't think Bryce Underwood is ready for the environment that he's about to go into. I think Brent Venables is about to call up one hell of a game plan for him. I think they're going to have to run the ball a lot in this game, and I think Oklahoma would be ready for all that. So 31-17, Oklahoma.
Yeah, I said something similar to that just a minute ago, man. I'll say 31-20. I'll give him a field goal. I say about 31-34 to 20 or 24. I think they'll probably win by 13, somewhere along in there, 10 to 13 points. I think Oklahoma may win by more than that, man. I say 34-20, 31-20, 34-20, somewhere along in there.
Yeah, I've been saying it for the last couple of weeks because we've had folks like Jen J, and shout out to Jen J. She's good. Yeah. She's good to us and stuff. She's always coming into the chat and hanging with us. But there's a lot that are coming in talking that yang, and I love it. This is what I love about what we do, is that we get to have these conversations with all the different fan bases and stuff like that. And there's been a few though from Michigan that are just quite so sure that they're going to run in there and run all over them. That's cool. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Woo. Hey, we'll see. I've been closer to like 35-17 is where I'm at. I think that they kind of run away with it a little bit at the end. I think it's close for a while, but I think at the end, I think they're going to end up running away with it. It'll be at least a 2-score game, closer to 3.
If Oklahoma scored 35 points on that Michigan defense, the SEC better look out, man. I'm telling you.
That'd be good.
It's wide open this year, brother. It's wide open.
I think it is too.
Yeah,
Jason, did you see that LSU team I was telling you about against Clemson?
Bro,
them dudes looking mid-season form, bro. You see them you see those routes they was running?
Yeah.
You said Garrett putting them right there. He putting the ball right there, bro.
Garrett
Nussmeier, I told him he was the best quarterback in the country to me.
Listen, I think he was the player of the week in the conference.
Man.
Couture looked really good against, but it was against FCS opponent. It is what it is. I think that Nuss was the guy. You go on the road to, especially after Brian Kelly's in there saying shit like Death Valley Jr. and stuff like that.
Death Valley Jr.
The greatest thing that you probably could have done. But I'll tell you what, if anything, those guys go out there and all the talk about you can't win game one, and he doesn't fit there and stuff, and their defense is shit. Hey man, they looked good. They looked good on defensive side of the ball. They put Harold in a position to be. He was a shot out of a fucking cannon all day.
You see that boy Barry Brown?
I like Barry Brown. I liked him in Kentucky, man.
Man, bro,
they're studs. Look, man. When you've got a quarterback like that, I think the main thing for Nuss was he didn't turn the football over. We've seen him turn the football over in situations that it's like they probably would have won this game if it wasn't for him doing something dumb.
Facts.
We didn't see that the other night, and they gave him opportunities against a really good defense at Clemson.
Really good defense.
He went out there and lit their asses up.
I sit right on this panel, and I told my brothers that LSU team, brother, because I knew they played a lot of young, just like South Carolina, they played a lot of young people last year. Yes, they lost people, but LSU is going to have some stud running backs. They always keep receivers. And anytime you got a quarterback that's older like that's been through the battles, man, you're going to have an opportunity, man. And to go into Death Valley and beat Clemson that way. And to some of the throws I seen him make, man, fit the deep digs on them skinny posts and putting it right there on the receivers. Man, I'm telling you, if you don't get no pressure on that dude, he'll kill you.
I know. I think the offense is what was advertised. I'm not really sold on the defense only because of one thing. I think Clay Klubnik just is not that quarterback, and I think he didn't challenge them at all. He still looks exactly the same since the day he started. But Harold Perkins is the real deal. And it's good to see him flying across the field like he used to. So I was definitely smiling ear to ear. I was like, especially on that last one when he was on literally the opposite side of the field. And time he said hi, he just shot over to the other side, man. I'm glad that speed is back. He coming back from the I think it was an ACL injury last year. He's gonna be ready for the NFL draft. I just can't wait to see it. But of course, one of those other games that we're gonna be talking about, Florida and South Florida. Man, oh man, let me tell you something right here. And I was talking to Jason about this earlier, man. I said, thank God we're not playing South Florida this year.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Florida know what they in for. They are so lucky they're not going to South Florida. They lucky to be at home. But I'm telling you, them boys are going to come in there ready. They are going to come in there ready, and they're going to give. I feel like they're going to give Ladway a run for his money. And if they come in there BSing, they will mess around and get upset. This is if I had to pick an upset of the week, this could be the one. This could be the one. I just know how they get after it, man. We seen how they just completely destroyed Boise State this past week. I think everybody was shocked just to see how that they really put lashes to their asses for real. And just watching the game over, and I was just like, man, you don't know how happy. The first year when we played down there in South Florida and we played in that tsunami and got out of there with the win, and then we played them in T-Town. It was a close game most of the game, and then we got away from it
right at the end, but it wasn't till the end.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I was just like, all right, I'm telling you, if you know any Florida fans, warn them now. Do not be surprised if South Florida go into Florida and upset them, because they look scared. They look scared. They one of those teams that you don't want to play. You can beat them, but you don't want to play them. You just like, it's like somebody you fight. Like, oh man, like this, you beat them up.
You really hope they get their ass whipped, because if not, Coach Golish is going to be in the SEC next year.
Hey, Jason, you stole my thunder. I was just going to say that. This will be that coach's last year at South Florida.
Yeah. You better hope they get the shit beat out of them and he don't end up at somewhere in the SEC next year, because this dude is a hell of a coach. We were talking, man. I like him, man. I think Alex Golish has done a great job. We were talking. It's like Brinsky said. We were talking about it on the phone earlier, and I was like, dude, this guy He just goes out there and does it. Now, it's not the same football team to play against, Boise State, but Boise's been real for about 2 decades now, to where they always seem to be really good for one of those Group of 5 schools that they will step up. I mean, hell, they beat Oklahoma that year in Adrian Peterson's final year on that Statue of Liberty play. Oh, God, that makes me sick to death even thinking about it now. But it is what it is. That's what happens. Yeah. But I think that they're a nice team, man. This South Florida team is going to give Billy and company all they want, and we'll see kind of what happens. I think Lagway, he better be healthier. He better be on his way to health, because I think that without him being, I don't know that anything they have at quarterback behind him is going to be able to help him.
Yeah, but
with him, they could beat anybody. You know what I mean? You just never know. They could beat anybody with him. So
I think Florida wins this game 35-24. I think it'll be a close game. I don't think they're gonna run away with it. I think Florida will pull it out. I really like what I've seen from Florida's offensive line. If the offensive coordinator for Florida don't try to get down and get too cute, he has a tendency in these games against Georgia, of getting too cute, man. It's always a series or two in there when they try to go out and do something ridiculous. If they just play sound football, I think they'll win. I think South Florida's awesome. I think when they get in the deep water, I think Florida going to end up beating them, but I don't think it's going to be no runaway at all. I say 35-24.
Yeah, man.
That's a good game against an SEC's program like that too, that everybody really likes too.
Yeah.
Lynn said Florida will handle South Florida. The University of Florida quarterback is healthy now, and he is a real deal. I think Florida may be UGA as long as he I think he meant beat or beat, as long as he's healthy. That's the thing, Lane. I don't know if he's fully healthy. I'm not gonna say he's fully healthy, man. And it just seems like he's just so fragile. And just hearing that he came into the new season with a walking boot on when he came into camp, I have to see it against real competition, man. Because if he can stay healthy, they're going to be a problem. But if not, I don't know. I don't think they can get it done. It's going to be a real, real interesting game for real. But I'm telling you, if Florida play around with these guys, if Florida come out here and play around with these guys, I'll put it like this. Do not go into that fourth quarter and it's a touchdown game. I would say that.
Gonna look up in the fourth quarter, it's gonna be a fight.
It's gonna be, you might well say it's gonna be one of them WWE matches.
Yeah.
Hell in the cell. Because
you'll catch a chair to the head.
Yeah.
Florida finally got that ranking. I don't think they was ranked last week. They finally got that ranking. Now, will they be feeling themselves? I don't know how they may come out there and play, but I know we're gonna see Ladway in some tougher competition. Like everybody, a lot of the teams played a lot of cupcakes last week, so I'm really, really interested in how he's going to perform in this, because I think they go to Miami next week.
Yeah.
So that's going to, and Miami looks damn good.
Ahead. You better not be looking ahead. Yeah.
And I think, matter of fact, and that's one thing, I'm glad you said it, because I don't know why I didn't think about that. Do not look ahead, because I think they may look ahead to Miami a little bit.
Absolutely. It's hard not to.
Yeah, it is.
But it shouldn't be that hard whenever you look at the opponent and what they, and because they didn't just beat Boise, they beat the brakes off of their asses.
Yeah.
You know? So when you better not look ahead, because if you do, you're gonna wind up in a fight in that fourth quarter, like Coach Shawn just said.
Yeah.
And you don't know what happens in those games, man. Sometimes the ball bounces funny, man. That's why it's oblong. You know what I mean? It don't. Yeah. you get some weird bounces and you could lose. Can't have that happening if you're Florida. Billy's had enough of bad losses that he can't afford to have a loss to South Florida if he wants to keep that damn job.
That's when that's when that fire turn up.
Oh yeah, it starts boiling now. You know they're gonna cook his ass out of there. But to me, I think probably at the end, I'd say they probably end up winning by a couple of touchdowns. I'll say somewhere around we'll say 31-17 or something. Is that what you just said? Was it what you just said, Coach
I
Shawn?
said 35-20.
35-20. Like okay, so I'll say 31-17. It's the same difference. Pretty close, right?
Yes.
But they should pull away at the end of the game. I think that they'll give them all they can handle, but I think that fourth quarter they should lock in and be able to pull it out at the end of the game. That's a pretty good. That's a good showing for South Florida. It doesn't hurt them to lose a game like that. It probably hurts Florida more in the eyes of everybody else if they allowed them to stay that close.
Facts.
And shout out to Cynthia for the $5 at Coach Shawn. I finally catching you live. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Cynthia, man. I talked with Cynthia behind the scenes. Wishing our homegirl Janet, wherever she at, man, love.
Please.
Where is she at?
I don't know, man. I tried to check on her and I didn't get no response. So I'm hoping everything okay. Much love, Cynthia. We really appreciate you. Tap in with us Saturday. This time post game will be on my channel. Me and Brinsky will be over there. Y'all tap in with us. What time we play Saturday? Y'all know?
6:30.
Is it 6:30 one?
It was 6:37.
Okay, and so late game.
And I was just about to say, please have the post game show on your.
Yeah, please tap in with us, man. Cynthia, right after the game over there. Come see me, Cynthia. Good to see you, man. I really missed you, my friend. I appreciate you. Me too, Cynthia. I'm worried about it because she usually respond, and so, man, for her not to respond, man, that's tough, man. I've been just keep her prayed up if you can, Cynthia. And hopefully she'll holler back at us, man.
Prayers from here. Y'all play at 6:45. Y'all are a late game too.
6:45, man. Yeah, late game, man.
But I want to. Okay, he said 6:45.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not gonna get too messed up at the game, so I can hop on there with my bro.
Yes, sir.
If not, man, I know the fellas will be in there. So make sure we are promoting it. We're promoting it. The same way y'all came to mine, go to Coach Shawn's channel right after the game. Could be maybe a 10 or 15 minute delay after the game, so get everybody up in there. But after that, y'all know we're gonna be rocking and rolling. So make sure you be over there after the game.
Please tap in. We're gonna really have some good times and celebrate because we need it. You know what I'm saying?
For real. Hopefully we'll be celebrating this week.
Yes. Yeah.
But Ole Miss, Kentucky. Good old Ole Miss, good old Lane Kiffin, man, and good old Kentucky. Because last year Lane took a terrible loss to Kentucky at home. A very, very bad loss that I believe that's one of the losses that kept them out of the college football playoffs. I believe they had a chance to really, really make some noise, which they did. They beat Georgia. I called it on. I'm gonna pat myself on the back because Jason was really giving me a hard time on that, and I was like, "It's coming, man." I think this is their best chance because the guys that they have out there with Trey Amos. And you got Walter Nolan Jr., all those guys on the line. It was key guys at key position. I think Jackson Dart took that next step. Trey Harris, all those guys. And then Austin Simmons came out there, and I was just like, damn. They got another one right behind, and he was and he played good while Jackson Dart was out for that hot second. Yeah. This is going to be hot. But yeah, man, it's gonna definitely be an interesting game for this Ole Miss Kentucky. Ken Lane, they're going up to Kentucky this year, and Kentucky is one of those tricky places, man. You just want to just get the W and get up out of there because we seen how Georgia was in a dogfight to the very end last year, literally to the very end. Just try to get the win and get up out of there as soon as possible. But any one of y'all can go on this one, then. We'll test the last one. We'll get up out of here.
I say Kentucky Lane Kiffin's gonna go in here, man. And remember what you just talked about, Brinsky. I think Lane rolls in this game. I think Ole Miss is gonna have a very good game plan. I really believe. I'll say Lane 41-24. I say Lane gonna put up 40 points in this game. I really think Ole Miss is gonna have a really, really, really good opportunity to put up some points against this team. 41-24, Ole Miss. Easy peasy.
Woo. You heard it here first.
Yeah, it's a get back game, you know. They're pissed off about missing it. That caused them to miss the playoff.
Yep.
You know, you could say that Florida caused them to miss the playoff, or you could say that who was that other loss to? LSU, I guess?
No, they only lost to Kentucky.
They lost 3.
No, they only lost to Kentucky and
they lost 3, bro.
Yeah, they did lose 3. Who did they lose to?
I think it was LSU. I'm pretty sure.
Was it LSU?
I don't think it was LSU. I'm about to look it up.
But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
I
But
know Florida and Kentucky for sure. I'm about to look it up.
Pretty sure it was LSU, but
it could be.
This is that one that there ain't no. I mean, I could say that they shouldn't have lost to Florida either. Jackson Dart throwing interception after interception after interception, and they kept giving it back to him. It was kind of a weird deal, right?
LSU. Yep, because they played down there. I'm sorry, my bad.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I thought that was right, but here's the thing: there are 0 excuses for losing to Kentucky. 0.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they had the team that you talked about it. I mean, I know you keep, man. Is your hand okay, man? You've been patting yourself on the back quite a bit about that. You know, saying they were going to beat Georgia for a year.
Oh yeah, no, man. I had to because I remember.
Your hand all right? Is your hand all right, bro? That's all I got.
Oh no, man. Sometimes other people won't praise you, so you got to pat yourself on the back, man.
Well, you know, I threw it out there right after you did it. I threw it right back out there. No, I'll love on that. Just but that's one thing you can go do that, but you should not be losing Kentucky, especially as bad as they were. Yeah. I mean, they got smoked, blown out by Louisville, and Louisville almost never beats them, right? It almost never beats them. So it was wild to me that they have that as an L on there, and that's what kept them out. I think that they step on their neck this game, and probably it's not even a close game. I don't even know what the score will be, but I don't think it's close. I think Kentucky's in trouble anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lost a lot of guys to the draft, man. They really had a lot of talented guys in there, man. In this
draft, didn't go to the draft, went to other schools too. So like they lost dudes in the portal.
Yeah,
they lost dudes in the draft. I mean, bro, the cupcake they had, last week wasn't really cupcakey for them. It was pretty damn close to losing it. So I think Kentucky's in trouble. I'd be surprised if Mark Stoops makes it out of the season. He may not make it through the season. You know what I mean? I could see him taking an L or too many L's in a row and falling out before it even ends. So I think this is probably the start of that. I think Ole Miss runs through them.
Oh, man. I don't know when you say Ole Miss wins big, like Coach Shawn said. I see 41-17. So yeah, I guess we'll give the predictions on this one. Then we'll do the last one, man. The last one is pretty special for me. That's why I had to say that one for last. But I'll start with this one. I say Ole Miss going there, take care of business, 45 to 14.
All right. Yeah, I'll say more like 35-3. I don't think their offense is doing much, so I say like 35-3.
Woo! They not even putting up a fighter's chance, man.
Nah, I don't see it. I don't see it, man. Maybe I could be wrong on that, but I just think they're going to run over them for sure. I don't know what the score is going to be honest with you, but I think it's ugly.
Go ahead, Coach Shawn.
Oh no, I say 41, like Lynn, about 41-17, some 41-20, somewhere along in there. I think Ole Miss rolls in this game.
Oh, okay. Now the final one, ladies and gentlemen, the final one is very, very special to me. I wish Tez was up here for this one, man, because it's really, 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 really special. We want to make sure that's coming up.
You going FCS on me here, so I don't know who the hell we talking about.
oh, man, I ain't even put it up here. That's the crazy thing, man. Oh, give me 1 second. I'm tripping, man. Here we go. So much history, man, gonna be made on Saturday night. But good old Tuskegee University versus Central State. The reason why I put my college I just want to flex real quick. The most wins in Black college history. The most ever. But that ain't what we celebrate, man. The first night game ever in Alumni Stadium. Good old Alumni Stadium, what they used to call it, man. But Cleveland, man, we gonna be up in there, man. First night game ever. I am so excited. All those 1 o'clock games growing up, hearing the band. And for a lot of y'all that don't know what it looked like, man, this is what it looks like in the daytime, man. Field looks amazing. But we're gonna be under the lights in the good old shed. The good old shed. Oh yeah. The only, and now this is another flex. Y'all see on the left side where that little parking area is.
Mm-hmm.
That's what all the RVs gonna be at. The only stadium in America, where you can tailgate inside the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. We definitely can't do that.
Yeah. The only, you're gonna see a bunch of tailgating over there, man. A bunch of tents, a whole bunch of barbecue grills going, man. I am extremely excited to see this under the lights. It's been a long time coming. Shout out to everybody. At AD Coach Ruffin, Coach Aaron James, the legendary quarterback at Tuskegee, that led us to the 2000 Black College national champs, went undefeated with my big cousin Frank Walker, who played in the NFL. Another was D-Flow? No, D-Flow went on that team. Another bad boy that played in the NFL for I think D-Flow played for 10 years in the NFL. And I think that was the highest draft pick I ever seen come out of Tuskegee. He was drafted in the 2nd round in the same class with Eli Manning, Ben Roethlisberger, and all them. So yeah, man, can't wait for that, man. But Coach Shawn, man, have you ever been ski?
Yeah, I got recruited at Tuskegee.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my mama used to, man, that's what she wanted me to go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Man.
Took a recruiting trip down there and had a wonderful time. For me, man, give me TU, man. 34-21 over Central State. Everybody know that Alabama A&M University and Tuskegee is sister and brother schools. They already know that. We have a common enemy that we don't deal with. I hope Miss Susan don't hear me. And that be them Bama State Hornets. We got a lot of people that work at Alabama A&M that went to TU, and there's a lot of people that work at Tuskegee that's A&M alumni. When we play Tuskegee, the tailgate is always cracking. We tailgate together, we kick it. That's our sister school, man. We pull for them whenever we ain't playing. Big, and I mean huge shout outs to TU. That's from Alabama A&M, who play Alcorn, by the way, after getting our asses whipped, lashes across our black asses by Arkansas.
It was just a money game.
It's a money game. Yeah, we got a nice little check for that. But we coming on and put some belts out of our own against Alcorn. And shout out to my TU brothers, you know what I mean? And I think TU will destroy Central State. I think the night game gonna be cracking. It's gonna be crazy.
First one ever, it's gonna get wild up in
there. Man. I'm jealous. I'm jealous because they get to tailgate inside their game. That would never happen at ours. You know what I'm saying? So I really wish I was down there supporting that, seeing that. Big shout out to TU and handle that business against Central State.
Man, one day I'm just gonna be like, just come down, man. It's an experience like no other, man. I've seen how it look in the daytime. I know when it goes under those lights. I know some folks that when I tell them, man, yes, you can tailgate inside the game.
Yeah,
I'm like, man, you see the grill literally right there. All these grills, the Qs, the Kappas, the AKA. Shout out to the Kappas, man. They always stay showing the brother love, especially Qs too.
Yeah, Qs at our school. Qs run that yard on A&M. Yeah.
And then what make it so crazy, man, you had your look in your hand. Dudes will be like, man, I'm trying to see what the score is. Oh, okay. Then walk right back.
Yeah.
It's that crazy, man. It's an experience like no other, man.
Facts, man.
And yeah, Paul. Yeah, that is definitely the fam. And shout out to
Miss Susan heard me.
Here she go.
Oh my God.
Rivalries never die, man. Rivalries never ever die.
Yeah, never,
That's what's
man.
Beautiful about this game. It's what's beautiful.
Bro, let me tell you this really quickly before you move on, because it need to be said. This is how deep it is, Susan. And anybody with the end will tell you this. We have a class called Survivor Skills that you have to take as a freshman. You have to take it, right? They teach you about why we dislike Bama State. The history, I'm talking about dating all the way back to the founders and what happened and all this. And you know what I'm saying? And they teach you in our fight song, you know what I'm saying? Stand up and cheer, chill out and long for a dear. Don't get me started on that. But they teach you to diss Bama State, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we with Tuskegee on that one. It's crazy because whenever Tuskegee used to play them on the Turkey Day, we be pulling for Tuskegee to beat Bama State, man. You know what I mean? The whole college, the whole school, 10,000 people cheering. You know what I'm saying?
When is Central another one of their rivals here?
Nah. One of our biggest rivals would probably be Alabama State, Miles. Yeah. If I had to think of another one, Morehouse. Yeah, Morehouse.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Shout out to Morehouse.
Ours is Bama State and Jackson State. You know what I'm saying? It used to be Jackson State until the last maybe 5 years. It used to be Bama State. The bigger rival was Southern. You know, we just started getting really, really rowdy with them in the last 20 years. You know what I'm saying? But Bama State is really our biggest rival.
That's what I said. Next week, man, I'm gonna make sure I have at least some type of footage, or it probably comes from somebody else, and whoever make it. I'm telling you, man, it's about to be a night to remember for real.
Yeah,
that's what I'm hoping. That's why I'm gonna make sure. Like, I gotta go over here for a minute and talk post game, because I will be watching the game at some point while in there. And then, man, they got the LED lights with the lights flashing and all that.
Yeah,
they showed that last homecoming. I said they need to do that for homecoming. Thank God they're not doing it for homecoming, because long story with that, and I'm not even about to deal with that.
I'll just throw it out there. I think they run, and they're gonna roll on this one. It's gonna be hyped up. The fans are gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Make sure you send us some video, man. We want to see that. I want to see some of this. So send us some of that, and definitely I'll say 49-0. Go get them.
Oh yeah, man. Hey man, I hope so, man. You giving them now the old days. With my cousin them playing, I would feel very, very comfortable with that score. But I still got to see more out of the boys. But I'm gonna be more excited to just be there at night than actually watching the game. So definitely get to holler at some of my partners. They coming in town. So man, definitely can't wait.
Real quick to Gil, he's saying Oklahoma better win the Red River. Oklahoma's winning the Red River. First thing. Texas hadn't won that game 2 years in a row in 15 years, folks. 15 years.
It's going to break this year.
You bet. You need to stop. Oklahoma rolls in that game. You saw what you saw last week.
Hey, man, that's just one.
The kid ain't ready. The kid ain't ready.
He'll be ready for y'all.
I bet you he ain't. I bet you he ain't. Because he's not going to he will not have seen a defense like what's coming either.
I'm expecting.
Yeah, shout out to Gil. Don't worry, they got this.
Oh man, I did not forget about you whatsoever, my brother. Coach Shawn, our boy Bone wanted you to answer this for him, man.
Before you get off, can you ask Coach Shawn to repeat that 2-minute breakdown of Bama's defense? My dad want to hear just something. Yeah, really quickly, because I know all I said, Nath, and sort of to answer Cynthia's question too. We had the opportunity, myself, B Sharp, and all our brothers, Al, Coach Carl, Coach Al, Ty, Jance, all of us, Piano Man. We had the opportunity to watch some Alabama All-22 film. You know, that's the coach's film. Mm-hmm. It shows the play from the press box view, then it shows it from the field view, the field camera on the line, from the back side of the play, offense and defense. What I said quickly about the offense is I wasn't very upset at what I seen at the offense because Ty had plays to make there. Ty had plays to make, and he just didn't pull the trigger. He just didn't pull the trigger. He just, first-time starters. I call it first-time starter jet lag, if you will, right? We'll give him that game. No big deals. Yeah, first-time starter. It's okay. I understand, right? The plays were there to be made, right? I think we abandoned the running game too soon. But what I did, the offensive film didn't bother me that much, man. It really didn't. But Nath, Cynthia, the defensive film. I've been watching film for a long time. Coach Gill, he knows what I'm saying about that. And I wrote down a few points really quickly. I go back through them again. I said, when I looked at it, to me, it looked like the defense hadn't practiced live in a while because it was so much hesitation, right? Usually when you see a defense hesitant like that, that means they're not used to going live and pass. That game was like the first, I get it, the scrimmages and all of that, thudding, but I need you to have live action, right? You could tell because nobody was leveraging the football. Nobody was leveraging the football, man. They was not leveraging the football. The safety play in the run game was abysmal, like I was talking about earlier. Nobody was leveraging the football. Man. Just tackling was bad. Facts, man. The edges was like a free-for-all. We let them get to the edge. These guys had their hats on the inside of their blockers, which they teach that in high school, man. You never, on edge plays, you never have your head inside of the deadgun blocker. So very unfundamental. 100%, not 99, 100% lack of pass rush. We did not have a pass rush at all, nowhere near it. I told B-Sharp earlier that worried me because we didn't have a pass rush last year. Safeties played soft. They played hesitant. The quarterback averaged 3 to 4 seconds per pass attempt. Horrible pursuit angles. Absolutely terrible, atrocious pursuit angles. I told B-Sharp, I want one of y'all to find me a clip of the middle linebackers coming downhill in the run game. I said not to be confused with blitzing on pass plays. Find me a clip of the middle linebackers coming downhill in the run game because they didn't do that. For some reason, Justin Jefferson, every time I seen him, he was doing some kind of hopping stuff on hike. He would hop in one place and then try to react. I don't know what the hopping is. I seen him get put on his back doing that hopping stuff. Don't understand what that is. Multiple linebackers. The reason why I know it had a scheme problem, anybody that played this game know when you have multiple linebackers in the same gap, that means somebody did the wrong thing. You don't have multiple linebackers in the exact same gap. That means somebody done something wrong, right? I seen that on several plays. Bad eye discipline. On the Dijon Lee play, they showed man-to-man coverage, 2 safety high, right? They tried to rotate into cover 1. They tried at the last minute switch to cover 1. You left a 6'4", 205-pound freshman and bump and run with a kid that runs a 4.35 and squirrel right equals a 50-yard bang play, Xavier Brown, he did a very good job leveraging the football. So did Quay Russaw. Both of these guys did absolute outstanding jobs with leverage. Number 20, Jamarine Lathan, did not play good in leverage. Sometimes LT Overton over pursued. These guys took themselves out of the play several times. Linebackers was hesitant. You cannot play a 3-man front, right, with timid defensive linemen and middle linebackers that don't attack, right? So quite frankly, to sum it all up, I said quite frankly, easily, this was the softest, most fundamentally unsound, slow lack of defensive execution that I've seen from a Bama team this side of the Oklahoma game. And these are facts.
Yeah, I heard it here first, man, from my guy. And I think that's a great way to end this week's show, man. Definitely, I want y'all to understand this is going to be the schedule for now on. Hopefully, every Monday, we're going to do the breakdown of the past week, the past weekend games. Just do the breakdowns of those. Bring the having the brain for the past weekend games. We're gonna have that every Monday. The thing that Ty used to had going on Mondays. I think we'll do that at 6:00 on Monday. So every Monday at 6:00 we'll do that. Have Oklahoma or whoever guys up in here for that. On Thursdays, we'll do a preview for the weekend games. It was hard even putting these games up here because I was like, man, it wasn't too many big games up here outside, man. Like I said, man, shout out to Tuskegee University, man. I can't wait for it. Oh yeah, man.
Golden Tigers. Let's go.
Oh yeah, man. We definitely got to get you up here, man. Definitely got to get you up here for real. And now I said, definitely got to have a HBCU night one of these damn nights. So I know that's gonna be the time for so 6 o'clock on Monday, and maybe if not 6 o'clock on Thursday, 6:30 on Thursdays.
You know what y'all need to get for that HBCU night too is Marcus Dent, man. He played at Alcorn and with Steve McNair. Man, you need to get him to come on that one. He'd be a great guest.
oh yeah, man. That's what I said. Shout out to man, I'm just so excited for this weekend because I'm be locked in. Shout out to the big cuz Frank Walker, my other cousin Jason Walker. Shout out to the whole Skiggy family. We about to be out there wide open, and I will be on that done. That whole day.
That show better be run by somebody else there, Coach Shawn.
Oh no, he's running the show, and we will be on Coach Shawn's channel on Saturday. So that's why I say I'm gonna make sure. Hopefully, I have some service somewhere, or I'll just hop on somebody's Wi-Fi because I know I'll be watching the game. So definitely, y'all be on the lookout for that, man. Can't wait to see everybody on Coach Shawn channel after the game. Coach Shawn channel after the game. So definitely see y'all there. So I'm gonna let these guys shout out their channel, and we will get out of here.
Jason Watkins, Hall of Fame College Football. I may be going in about 45 minutes. I'm trying to get Coach. If he doesn't come on, that's all right. But we're gonna break down a little bit of what happened last week, kind of looking forward to this week. These guys are obviously welcome to join us as well. We'd love to have them as always. But yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings starting next week for sure. I'll be going on with Coach Marcus Dent on Tuesday mornings for the fourth and short show. We're doing a show. It's going to be more of a it's going to be a national SEC/national show more than anything that's going to be running on both channels. But excited to get that one started as well. But yeah, looking forward to it. And love coming on here with you guys, man. I appreciate you guys bringing me on here. Look for us at HOF-CFB, at HOF-CFB, Hall of Fame College Football. If you just put HOF College Football, you'll find us that way too. And I appreciate, my Twitter handles there as well. As always, man, thanks for having me on, B.
Oh, no, man, it's all good. And I just put your channel in the comment section.
Yeah,
it's a simple click. If you want to go on over there and subscribe to his channel.
And we're almost to 5,000, man. We're about 300 and some change short. We'd love to get to that 5,000 sooner than later. We missed the deadline of the start of the season, but if we're close, we'll be good. I'll be happy.
Facts, man. Appreciate Jason, man. Big facts of having Jason on. Love when he's on. Facts, Gil. Man, we just got to be better, man. We got to be better. I think Coach DeBoer is learning as well, to be quite honest with you. It's a different conference. It's a different, it's different when you got all these teams, the Oklahomas, the Bamas, the Texas, the Georgias, the Floridas, where do you turn for a win? Like, it's tough, man. It's really, really tough. The LSUs, everywhere you turn, each team has players that if you're not careful, you can lose this football game, man. So I think he's learning. I think he's a great coach. I think he's learning as he goes along. Our defense has really got to be better, to me, even more than the offense. The tape wasn't as bad, believe it or not, on offense as it was on defense. And I think they'll get it turned around. They better get it turned around. The effort is what really disgusts me. The effort of everybody I don't know. I've never seen that. To me, that was worse than the Oklahoma game, because the effort, right? It's one thing to get beat, right? Better team, better coach. They just beat you. It's one thing to go out there half speed, messing around. That is just That's tough to swallow, man. And that's what I saw on film. So it was very tough for me. And but I'm gonna try my best not to think about it, and look forward to these games we have coming up. I appreciate if y'all tap in with us Saturday after the game. Hopefully we'll have something great to talk about. Can't wait to the end. Appreciate B Sharp having us. And you can definitely find us at JMHO. It's just my humble opinion. JMHO Sports Talk. That's on Twitter and YouTube. Shout out to TU from Alabama A&M University. Shout out to Sam Shade and my homeboy AC doing big things this weekend as well. And appreciate everybody for tapping in, man.
Prayers up to Miss Janet too.
Prayers to Miss Janet.
Yeah, man, that's perfect. And y'all already know Coach Shawn's link right there. Make sure you guys tap in right there. It's going down Saturday after the game. Again, y'all gonna keep hearing it. You're gonna see tweets and all that good stuff all throughout the week. Make sure you be over there. We need everybody over there crowded. I need him to make 100 subscribers more than what he has that night. Come on in there, give your thoughts. Hopefully it'll be a way better time than it was on mine, because I sometimes you gotta smile from crying, man, because I wanted to break something for real, but I was just like,
thanks, man.
It is what it is, man. Hopefully the guys be ready. They taking all the criticism and just get back to work, man. It's a long season, y'all, man. It's time to get over.
Sometimes the lashing like that will turn it the right way too, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes it takes embarrassment to kind of make you flip it around and decide, man, we're gonna have to play right. We're gonna have to play like we mean it. Because that was I would say if I had anything that I was worried about watching Alabama, it's like it doesn't look like Alabama the way they're handling it.
Facts.
So that would be my concern.
Yeah, man. So
we having these talks way too much.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say this to our good brother Lynn. Hang in there, Lynn. Hang in there. I understand, brother. Hang in there. But and everybody else hang in there, man. It's week 2. It's time to put week 1 away. It's time to talk about week 2. So put week 1 away. Let's move on and let's focus on this, because I know how we was last year. Everybody all hyped up about Georgia. We beat Georgia and we went into the Vanderbilt game, and then we got hyped up about LSU, and then we beat LSU, and they kept talking about it for a little bit more, and then we went into Oklahoma, and so this is why I say let's move over. I have a 24-hour clock in my head. I really adapted that when it comes to anything. Be excited, and then what's the next thing? So I want everybody else to do.
It's a smart way to go about life, bro.
Yeah, man. Just let's move on, man. What's more? What's the next thing? What's the next thing? No matter what it is. So everybody, y'all have a good one. Miss Janet, hopefully you out there, you're doing good. Hope we'll see you soon. And hopefully the Tide can make you feel better, because yeah. And y'all already know, F them trees forever and a day. And they on their high horse right now because they beat Baylor. But we're going to beat that ass when we see him. So, y'all already know. F
always.
Hold on, B Sharp. Don't end it. Jason, B Sharp gave you his slogan. F them trees. What's yours, Jason?
Trees. It's horns down all day, every day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
the hell
man.
With Tennessee. The hell with Tennessee.
So, man, y'all already know, man. Appreciate these, brother, and we'll catch y'all Saturday. Peace out and roll damn Tide.